Well, Texas may be mostly associated with football, oil, agriculture,
Right.
but plenty of creative minds have also called the Lone Star State home, and at least one world-renowned artist did so right here in the Big Country.
That's right. KTAB's Noah McKinney takes a closer look at the captivating life of the creator of Conan the Barbarian, who lived in Cross Plains.
Before Lord of the Rings, The Witcher, and Game of Thrones, a muscle-bound barbarian was born in Cross Plains, Texas.
That's what blows everybody's mind, right here in this little old house, out in the middle of nowhere, Texas.
Author Robert E. Howard moved to Cross Plains at 13, but unlike his classmates, he had no ambitions of becoming a football player or rancher.
He knew from the time he was 8, 9 years old he wanted to be a writer.
Having moved from town to town, Howard found escape in the written word, but the pirates and gangsters he grew up reading about didn't hold a candle to the tales he had in mind.
They credit Robert Howard for creating the sword and sorcery genre. He came up with the whole thing. Nobody else had written quite like this.
While fantastical lands and beast-slaying travelers may be commonplace today, most all were inspired by his most well-known character, Conan the Barbarian.
I always say he was a nerd before nerds had been invented.
Nerd or not, his stories caught the imaginations of people around the world, unfortunately after his passing.
I mean, they've got people developing doctorates in Howard studies. There's masters in Howard studies.
Academics and fans from all corners coming to Cross Plains every year for Robert E. Howard Days, a celebration of his work in the place he once called home.
He just had a style of writing. Most of the people will say that he just draws you in.
His legacy not yet fully realized, with his works adapted into movies and games, and no doubt giving escape and inspiration to countless young writers.
I don't know, he's just had an impact, and it just seems to endlessly cross generations. Sometimes you think maybe they just, I don't know, the tip of the iceberg.
For BigCountryHomepage.com, I'm Noah McKinney.
Thank you, Noah. Robert E. Howard Days are held every year in Cross Plains, not to be confused with Barbarian Days. That's a separate street festival put on by Cross Plains. This year's Howard Days have already gone by, and next year's are already being planned, but the museum will be open if you request it. So just get in touch and they'll open it up for you and let you see all of this.
How inspired? Now, I wonder how he was inspired. Most of us have a point of reference, and just to come up with it.
And the thing that Noah said in his introduction, plenty of creative minds have called the Lone Star State home. Here's